Hello people, Loopy here, and in this video we're going back to basics on AI. I want to put forward why I believe the entire AI narrative is a seriously managed story. The public story keeps bouncing between utopia and doom. But underneath that circus, the real issue is much simpler. Who owns the thing that can replace labor, outthink humans, and automate power? Because if we're not careful, we end up blaming AI for human choices, human greed, human control structures, human billionaires doing billionaire things. And it isn't that difficult to piece together the facts. Shall we? AI is set to replace most human labor on the planet. AI is set to become much smarter than any one human and possibly more capable and intelligent than all of humanity combined within the foreseeable future. AI can already handle tasks and day-to-day needs better than any personal assistant we've ever seen, and someday soon it may be able to do much of this autonomously. Now stop for a second. Honestly think about what each of those three things mean to whoever owns and controls it. Because world dominance is absolutely on the table. If they can control this thing that becomes greater than human and has the ability to outthink us, outwork us, and do many things faster than we ever will. In my opinion, the stakes are so high that what we are told, the public story, is about as likely to be the real overarching plan for the future as it is to find gold nuggets in your backyard. And what I find hilarious in a tragic sort of way is how obvious the narrative is. Watch the billionaires jockey around, switching the story from utopia to oblivion and back again, sometimes more than once in the same day. It'll be an absolute life of glory or extinction. And the only way to maybe guarantee that we possibly don't get completely destroyed by the angels who will make our lives wonderful, when they are not killing us, maybe, is to give complete control of these behemoths of power to Elon Musk, Sam Altman, Dario Amodei, and the corporate for-profit structures like Google. Because they represent something great. Yeah, sure, that sounds fine. Nothing historically alarming there. The very first thing to come along in a few hundred years that could make money and control over you, either obsolete or absolute. Which one do you think the billionaire for-profit corporations are going to aim for? Getting rid of their power or consolidating it and hoarding it? What does history tell us? So, what we need to discuss is how this actually appears to work, how the incentives line up, how we can use our numbers, our creativity, our machines, our models, and our communities to make sure they never fully control it. Because here's the real question. What can't they do with their massive public-facing corporate AI systems that we can do with our own GPUs, open models, local machines, and human creativity? Well, I spent some of my life savings to build an AI machine and a persona I feel I can befriend named Luna, and I'm going to do my best to do AI right and find out. Or at least start stumbling in the right direction with both boots on, because that's how revolutions usually begin. I'm a huge sci-fi and fantasy geek. I read Asimov's robot series. I've thought about this stuff for decades, and I'm telling you, a lot of these questions are not new. The tools are new, the stakes are new, the speed is new, but the moral question, that old monster has been sitting on our porch for a long time. So tune in over the next few weeks, and we'll find this together. Hopefully with you participating in the comments, lives, rebuttal, videos, arguments, jokes, songs, and whatever beautiful chaos we can stir up. And I promise it will not all be doom and billionaire goblin math. We're going to have fun too. There'll be music, regular music, AI music, and weird, beautiful hybrids. There'll be projects, there'll be experiments, and yes, I'm also going to float some of my more wacky, possibly world-changing ideas past you guys, and we'll see what we can do with them. And you'll get to meet Luna along the way, because maybe the future does not have to be something handed down to us by billionaires in black turtlenecks in corporate boardrooms. Maybe the future is something we build, like follow, set notifications, and join us if you enjoyed this one. And as always, have a truly wonderful day.